Hi, I'm Oliver Totty and I'm here chatting with Milky. So I got this like shitty little laptop and you had to like plug it in, like it had to be plugged in the whole time. I moved to this place called Wellington in New Zealand and I was like, I'll never like Chief Keef, like fuck Chief Keef. And then I heard a Chief Keef song and I was like, this is so hard. And then I started making like beats and stuff and then did that for a long time and then sort of started trying to record like raps and shit like that were like, you know, that sort of shit. I don't know, Eminem kind of thing or whatever. And it was shit, it was terrible. And then I met a bunch of dudes one's called Faber, one's called Sammy, and one's called Haz, and we made like a little collective called Pastel, and we all studied together and we made this collective and we were like bringing rappers to New Zealand and like basically just putting ourselves as the headline acts to get like bigger crowds for us was pretty like finessey, but it worked for a bit. And then just started taking it a little bit more seriously, and now it's just like an outlet, you know what I mean? Like I'm not too good at talking to people about my feelings, so I just put it in the little journal and then maybe sometimes makes a song. Fuck, this is about to get a little bit deep. Which I don't really like talk about this sort of shit that much. Pretty much it's like, I guess, sort of shedding a bit of a light on me sort of coming to terms with the fact that I probably have in the past and probably still am sort of dealing with like addiction issues, I guess, and like sort of just like why do I feel the need to get so fucked up all the time, you know? It's like definitely sort of ruined a few relationships and that sort of thing, and it's sort of me just like talking to myself, sort of being like, my head telling me that like my way to get through it is just to get wasted, but then I also know that's what brings me like hella paranoia, and it's me sort of just being like, what? Like, why can't you just pick the right choice, you know? I guess that's sort of what it's about. I think it's like, especially as a dude, I find it like, I don't know, in New Zealand and Australia, there's like this whole thing where it's like you can't talk about your feelings and stuff like that, and it's like hopefully getting a little bit better. But yeah, I guess I'm sort of like, I think everyone should have a space where they can talk about how they feel, and like for me, I guess it's sort of like, I don't know if one person hears it and they're like, I get that, that's cool. The thing about me is I'm just like, what you get is what you see is what you get. Like when I talk to my mum, I talk to her the same as I'm talking to you two right now, and like all my homies and stuff like that. So I'm just me, and like I don't find it hard to sort of like be me, I guess, and I just really want other people to feel that they can be themselves as well. Sometimes songs just like come out of me real easily, and that was like one of them. I'm just sort of like, at the moment, I really want to incorporate like a lot of like real instruments into my music. So I'm trying to sort of veer away from like the super rappy sort of sounding like sort of stuff. And like this song I think is like a bit of a good bridge between what I was doing and like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a band, London. If anyone wants to be in my band, join my band. Well, obviously the opening line's like, I don't feel too much, I guess that's why I stay fucked up, you know? And I guess that's sort of like, it's weird, okay? So like this is like, okay, again, this is pretty deep, I guess. I don't even know if I need to say this much about myself, but so I guess like before I moved to London, I was potentially dealing with like a lot of sort of depression and that sort of shit. And then I started taking the little happy pills, and that helped a lot and stuff like that. But I think it's strange because like I'm almost like looking back on like when I wrote that song, and I was like, I'm in like such a different place now. I'm like super happy, which it could be like in cause of me moving to the other side of the world and like feeling like I can be myself a bit more. But that line in itself sort of like speaks to me because it was like quite an intense time in my life, and now I'm sort of just like having a good one, you know? So yeah, I mean, I was sad, but now I'm happy. In New Zealand, it's hard to explain. It's like, especially in Wellington, which is like, Wellington, the cultural hub or whatever. But like people like make art, but like they just want to be artists, but they don't actually really like produce any art. And it's sort of like a bit like, fuck, sorry Wellington, but it's true though. Anyways, but what I'm saying is like when I was there, I like wanted to make music, and I always wanted to like be the version of myself that's like the truest to myself. But in hindsight, like I was never really myself, because, you know, you'd post something on your Instagram story or whatever, and like you'd walk out the house and you'd like feel like, oh shit, did like so and so see my story? Like, was that a weird story to make? Or like, but here, literally, I can be on the tube and be like, nah, to everybody, never see them again. So it's like quite liberating. I feel like everyone's doing something here, so like no one cares about anybody else, and to me that's like like, thank you for not like caring about my life, because like you have your own shit going on. So I think that has a huge impact on like what I feel like I can say and what I can't say, and I feel like I can say now. That's what I'm saying. Well, with the project that you guys wrote up once upon a time, that one I was like very specifically like, I'm gonna make a project, so I just like sat in my room and like was like and I think nowadays sort of like I've stopped pushing myself to like feel like I have to make shit, but I can like when I feel like I want to make something, that's when I want to make it, because I don't see the point of just like pumping out all this shit just for other people's sake. So like, everything's for me now, you know? So when I really feel like it, but also like I don't have the means to make music at the moment because I had my laptop stolen in Paris. Fuck Paris. But also love Paris, I guess. But yeah. So yeah. I want to make more like Dominic Fike sort of inspired music. His new album was amazing. Dominic, nice one. And yeah, so I mean, I've got like a hard drive full of songs, but I don't even know if like I want to release all of them. This one, and there's like another one that I quite want to release, but yeah, I'm just working on it right now. I'm just enjoying my time and got a lot going on besides the music stuff. So, but I'll get back to it. Dominic Fike. Dominic Fike. Sunburn. Limitless. Hannah Montana. Travis Scott. Days Before Rodeo. Red Hot Chili Peppers? Vix Aura. I don't know how to say your guys' name, but they're a London band. They're so sick. Spice Girl. Posh Spice. Oh, sorry. I don't know. That's a posh tattoo, but it's from Posh Spice. Dominic Fike. Glastonbury. Hollaback Girl by Gwen Stefani. Rhythm and Vines. Elton John. Keep doing you, bro. Soundtrack to Your Life. When I didn't have 20/20 vision anymore. Wanted to be a pilot. It's in your mind.